me be very clear. I like Kenya. I wish Kenya well. I want her to be successful. I don't know if I would be able to forgive her for that. Like, Kenya's situation, it was a premeditated action.
She had time. Yeah.
She had time to just think about what she was going to do versus being in the moment and not knowing what you do.
I got your wig and yes, you're still mad. I got your wig and ha 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 ha. I got your wig and ha 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 ha. You're so upset and I could care less. Get out of my face. I got your wig and yes, you're still mad. Ooh, you're mad, bitch.
Britt, how you been doing?
I've been okay. It's been rough, but I feel like the hardest part is behind us.
So what is up with you, Britt, honey? Last time...
Oh, my God.
Look, cry, huh?
Do all that fake Hollywood No, this is real life. This is real life. This is real life. I don't play them type of games. You're going to be respectful.
When I met you guys, remember y'all were all sitting together
we were cool.
at Shamia's house.
Exactly. That's my point. I thought we were cool, but I felt like when she's around the group, she wants to kind of put on a little bit.
So, yeah, tell me what's really going on? At the table, it's like you just kept going on and on and on. And she definitely, I will say this, I am not a fan of people cutting people off.
I hate that. So with Kenya at the table, even when it was my turn, I had the paper and I'm talking, she cut me off the entire time.
She said that you said something about a pistol. When we were headed to take her home, me and Shamia were asking her, like, are you sure? And she was like, no, I heard it with my own ears. And she was...
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. So,
afraid.
Okay, she was afraid.
Caitlin from East Rockaway, New York said, Kim, when you went back to Chris after Kenya pulled your chair out, you seemed completely distraught. Did you feel like these women finally broke you?
No. I'm so grateful that I'm married to somebody that understands how to soothe his wife. My elevator doesn't go down to this floor.
Oh, let's stand up and clap. You win the award. Let me pull your chair for you. Kenya, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go. Don't do that.
Everyone has a breaking point. They may be the most quiet, the most shy.
I'm talking. They may be the most quiet, the most shy, and all of those things. You're talking, but you always talk all over people.
They will have a breaking
what is
point.
wrong with you?
You pushed her to a breaking point. You just happened not to get the reaction that you deserved, Kenya.
You think she's a tougher fighter than you are?
Oh no, I'm scrappy. I will get with you. I will get you together. You know, so people need to know on this stage, don't come for me unless I send for you.
Well, you better get more than that fan if you want to have a fight with me.
Don't be disrespectful, because you will be picking up your teeth off the floor, pregnant and all, okay? Don't go there with me. I might just have to bring out my firearm.
Oh, that's my cue. I love you. Didn't know you had that kind of in the closet.
Now, if a donkey is feeling froggy and they want to leap, they can leap all the way to the emergency room. Because they just got shot in the ass.
I was triggered by everything that was going on in that moment.
Yeah.
That just popped off with Kenya. Plus, I'm in this environment. I'm in a lot of situations that I never put myself in.
It all could be in the moment. Like, take my heated moment, okay? My heated moment at Shamia's house. And we get to the elevator, and I'm like, I wish I had my pistol.
I'm still, confused about, what happened. I thought the night was going really well. I was laughing. We were talking about my big vagina. It was all great, It was fun. And
But
then,
it definitely took a left turn.
Yeah.
With Britt.
Y'all can let somebody have it?
I mean, that's who I am when I feel provoked. But what I don't want anybody to think that I was trying to intimidate Kenya.
Yeah.
I would never in any form, shape, anything, would want her to feel that I would want to harm her.
You need to tell her
period.
that.
I have
serious.
no problem telling her that.
I need to get everybody's attention, please.
It was so good seeing you guys.
You tried.
I need everybody's attention, please. I want to tell you guys I'm so happy that you guys came. This has been a labor of love for me. I have built this salon for my daughter, and I'm really proud of where I am. And I get people trying to bring me down for no reason.
Do all that fake Hollywood No, this is real life. This is real life. This is real life. I don't play them type of games. You're going to be respectful.
And she came for me. Surprises, surprises.
Get her. Get her, get her. Get her, 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 get her.
You such a sweetheart. Give me your address, bitch.
The same girl.
Oh, I'm not doing this.
We see the nose jobs, the lips, the fillers, all that.
She need a pipe down. Ooh, yeah, you're crazy. Ooh.
That's number one.
Tell me the reaction in the room and your reaction to Kenya's pulling out the poster boards.
Yeah, tell
of
us,
Brit.
girl. Tell us. Oh, I know. You put me in the hot seat.
Yeah.
I did not know where the presentation was going, to be honest.
Get her, 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 get her.
Yeah, we were all there to support her. So we just, honestly, I just didn't see it coming, to be honest. I felt like it took the focus from her hair care spa to...
Which is beautiful.
Which is amazing.
Incredible.
Which is amazing to this kind of dark moment.
Like, I can't, like, I'm still in shock that this happened. I don't want to deal with all this mess.
That is crazy.
I spent $250 on flowers for her.
What did the card from your flowers that Kelly tried to save say?
I had a personal conversation in the car just saying, Kenya, I'm sorry. I wish I would have never done it. And, you know, let's try to move forward. And so that was just really it. I wanted her to know how genuine I was because I made a mistake. So as I'm walking out the door, you bring out some billboards of me naked and trying to like talk about what work I've had done. Like,
Well, you know, it's funny. First of all, in Stallion Booty, in the workout Booty Boot Camp, there are great exercises that warm you up for sex, too.
Okay. Because you get nothing else from me today. Goodbye. Don't make me call Portia. 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 Portia.
Bitch, better move, don't make me call.
Portia. Portia. Portia.
Bitch, better move, don't make me call.
Portia. Portia. Portia.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you behind those duck lips.
Okay, bitch. How is that, Tim? Is it comfortable with that ass?
Oh.
Can you turn around? Turn around. It's real.
I don't think anyone thought that this was...
It wasn't, but you know, I just had to clear up that Kenya Moore bull.
Kenya's stupid. She need to fix her fake booty.
You think Portia's gonna get kicked off the show?
So you think Portia gonna get kicked off?
She shouldn't get kicked off. What they need to do is kick Kenya's fake booty off.
You tried to publicly humiliate me in front of 200 people on the mic. On the mic.
At her salon, grand opening.
For her event.
She has a daughter, and the salon is allegedly dedicated to her kid.
Dedicated to her kid.
That's up.
There were camera crews there. Everybody in the audience had their phones out.
How do you think you would have reacted if you had stayed in the room?
You know what? I felt she wanted me to be at that event, considering she never uninvited me.
Okay.
And the fact that she conjured up these images, photos, went to Kinko's, printed them out. It's like, see, it's the spirit of Kenya. She thinks this is okay. I haven't slept since. And I'm constantly reminded. And everything that I built, everything that I worked so hard for, everything, it's overshadowed by all of this online. Everything.
What was your reaction when you found out what happened?
I couldn't believe it because I came in there wanting to be apologetic and give her flowers. And I gave her a nice card where I wanted her to read it. And I left. And just to know that everybody started screaming, and I heard the commotion of everybody like running out of the door. And I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? And Kelly was just like, you'll never believe this woman put poster boards of the most nastiest, vile things ever. I mean, she came from my marriage. She called me, all types of very nasty names. And she showed explicit photos. This was your big moment. So for her to use this big moment to attack me, and to humiliate me, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was in bed for days. I cried. I had to talk to a few, I had to go to therapy. And just knowing that the internet, the world, my reputation, I'm a businesswoman. So seeing all these things online, it overshadowed everything. And I couldn't believe it.
Even though I've been able to talk to you, I feel like, and maybe Shamia's been able to talk to you, I feel like the other ladies haven't been able to truly understand how you feel. Today's like brunch was like for you. You know what I mean?
So
like I want us to come here and support you. And I think they were able to talk to Kenya maybe about her feelings. I think it's time for them to kind of hear about like you.
You guys all talked to Kenya about her feelings?
It seemed like all the other girls, though, were supporting you. What did you get out of that brunch?
You know what? I felt supported when the ladies left the salon, when she did what she did. But at brunch, I was shocked that, okay, I understand you guys want to have a conversation and hear her side of the fence, but I felt that the girls didn't have my back. And I'm like, you women are mothers.
Yeah.
How would you feel if your daughter, your child was in this position? Would that be okay? We have to take your relationships out of it. I'm a woman, and I'm a wife.
Yeah, and the hard part here, when you're on a reality show, is that you go in with, it is what it is, I'm putting my life on the line.
And I'm okay.
I'm putting everything out there, but there are certain levels of too much is too much, and I think that's what happened here, and then you got to figure out where do we go from here. But this is your first season, so I mean, that's quite an introduction for you, for your first season.
It was rough. I knew it was going to be some roller coaster, but I didn't expect what took place. I was a little disappointed in some of the ladies, and I thought they would have my back more. I thought they would be more supportive. And I just feel that because she has been around for so long, I think nobody wanted to just step on any toes or just, not have her back. And wrong is wrong. And a lot of these beautiful women, they have a family. And I'm just like, how would you feel if you were put in the situation that I was put in? And that's when I'm just like, let's use logic. Nobody would want to go through what I experienced. And I'm so grateful that I was not in that room when that happened, because that would have been a moment where she was looking to trigger me and she was looking for me to act out. She was not threatened by me, because you don't do something like that if you're threatened. So for her to do that, it was all premeditated. She had no, she was never interested and making things right. She wanted to embarrass me. She wanted to humiliate me. And this was her big moment. So why would you do this at your big moment for someone that you're threatened by? Why? Why would you do that?
Did some of the other ladies, though, rally around you? Because I know, like, in that
moment.
What?
Kelly rallied. She left. All the ladies were disappointed. I mean, a couple of them stood back, maybe Drew, and I think Angela. No, she did come. But they knew it was wrong, but I felt that they still wanted to support her. And that's what I didn't like. Sometimes you have to stand on business and say, this isn't right, and hold your friends accountable. If someone is really, truly your friend, they're going to tell you when you're wrong, not sugarcoat it, not pretend like it's okay or she deserved it. No, wrong is wrong. And that's why I was disappointed with some of the ladies, that they were just like, well, no.
Now, I'll ask the question.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, Britt, how did you come about losing your license?
So this is what's going on. Because of all of the backlash and the defamation, I'm under an investigation with my insurance license. So you don't lose them immediately. It doesn't work that way.
Awesome.
I've been getting calls from from my clients. Like, what is this?
I feel like she took it too far. I don't agree with it, so I want you to know that.
That's fine.
But I feel like if you can get to a point where you guys understand you both were wrong in the situation and have a conversation.
I've already admitted my wrongdoing.
Right, okay.
I tried. I don't feel comfortable even wanting to be in the same room as her. I cannot.
Anything else you want to say with regard to everything that went down?
At the end of the day, I was targeted, is how I feel with Kenya. And she wanted to trigger me. She wanted me to do something nasty. She wanted me to react. And because I left before all of that happened, she didn't get the reaction she wanted, and she planned her own funeral.
Okay.
Right. Take me to the salon, because I'm all proud because you have a new salon. You're opening this new business.
Yes.
And no one is talking about you opening their business. They are reports that you had.
It overshadowed it.
You overshadowed it.
Yes.
This is what happened. They were saying you had these pictures of her.
Yes. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So from that night where all of this stuff happened and there were threats in my direction, and I felt very concerned. I told the producers, I'm concerned, I'm scared, and I kind of feel like they said, oh, we'll take care of it. And it didn't feel like it was taken care of. They actually made me feel like I was being like a black Karen. Like, here Kenya goes again. Nothing really happened. They were joking or something. I don't take threats or the way that I felt. You can't invalidate my feelings. And it was a real concern for me. I'm a single mom with a beautiful child that if anything happened to me, no one would be there for her.
So you felt threatened by some actions that happened?
Yes, and she repeatedly said, or it was said, that you don't know who I am. So I didn't feel like I was being protected, and I took matters into my own hands.
What did you do?
I did my research on her. I found a lot of information, especially in the explicit world, with a few clicks, with people helping me. I didn't get things sent to me, photos or videos that I did see, allegedly that were her. And I said, okay, if no one else is going to step up for me and protect me, I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to tell everyone what I found out about her. It's a receipt. And before I joined Housewives of any franchise, 5 years in, we made up the term receipts, right? Yeah. If you find dirt on someone or somebody is messing with you, you come back with what? A receipt. Right. I found a valid receipt found on the internet.
So you knew that Bravo was recording your
Yes, it was
salon.
during a taping. Everyone signed waivers. It was during a taping. I didn't stand out on the corner, posting anything. It was during a taping. And we know, even with nudity that has happened on the show, they blur things out. So at the end of the day, I knew that they would likely blur it out because whatever it was that I found, they didn't like the receipt. It was explicit. And they didn't like, I found a lot, but I only showed one.
Okay, so at the salon, you have these images up that you say you found on your own.
I pulled them out at some point.
So they were up. At some point, you pulled them out.
That was one part of it, yes.
But they're up.
Yes.
Okay. And
they were
so
shown.
you assumed that they would be blurred out when this aired.
Of course they would. They can't show
because
nudity.
they can't show this.
Yes.
Were you building a moment? I mean, I know you said the other person was trying to make a name for themselves, allegedly. Mm-hmm. Were you trying to have a Kenya moment doing this and it backfired?
I don't think that it's a Kenya moment. I live my truth. But
you're the shade assassin.
I'm the shade assassin, but my moment is my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't need to create a moment.
Right.
There's a difference.
Which surprised me because I know, again, we have a lot of people and friends in common, and I know how TV works. I know how to produce a show, produce this show.
Yes.
I was surprised by the level of aggression in this because that didn't seem like you.
Listen, in hindsight is always 50-50. And if I could do it all over again, I believe the photos were very distasteful, and I elevated the situation. I've elevated situations before,
so
and I've taken full accountability for the things that I've done. I am sorry for what I've done. I didn't have to take it that far. But when I felt threatened, I've never had a child and be in a situation like this before. So that's why I escalated it to the point where I was protecting not only myself, but my child.
What happened is that Britt made a comment at the end of last week's episode, like, I have a gun and a whip, or something like that.
I saw that.
And on this week's episode, they all said to Britt, that you can't say that shit. And she was like, yeah, you're right. Whatever. She shows up to Kenya's opening of her gorgeous salon, which is beautiful, that Kenya has worked so hard on, that she dedicated to her daughter. And it's this big event, opening it with all these people there. And Britt comes in and brings her flowers and says, I want to apologize to you, and a note. And Kenya totally ignores her, like totally. And Britt's like, okay, I'm just going to leave these here. And Britt leaves. And then Kenya gets up and makes her whole opening about someone came after me and they shouldn't have. And I started looking into who this woman is, and this is who she is. And she starts showing pictures of her.
With like poster board that she printed
out. And this is like
one of the pictures is
revenge
her.
porn type.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the pictures is her
oral sexing.
Yeah.
I've heard
and
that.
the Atlanta housewives are like, we're out. We don't want any. The place like clears out.
Yeah.
And then there's and Cynthia said, in all my time at the show, this is the lowest I've ever seen anything get. And so that's what, and then there's a slide at the end of the show that says, Bravo, stop filming with Kenya after this.
Well, they say there's all this talk of, after the Me Too movement, it's like if you show someone a dick pic or a nude pic without them saying, yes, I would like to see that right now, that's like sexual assault.
Yes, Jordan?
Well, I was going to say, the bad part of it and the sad part of it was that, like you said, it was Kenya's opening of her store that she's worked so hard for, and that it's been Kenya Moore hair care for years.
Yes.
And it was like a big moment for her.
Why
and
did she do that?
She should have been celebrating herself, but instead she used the time to do revenge porn and bring somebody else down. And at the end of the day, it was such a bad look for Kenya.
Yeah, why would
and
she do that?
sabotaged herself and her business.
Yeah. What was she thinking?
Jody from Minneapolis, what did you think?
Yay, hi. Also, I'm just so proud of Bravo and how they handled it, and all the housewives that left after Kenya showed it. It was so trashy, and it was so negative and ugly, and I don't know, I think a few years ago, not all the wives would have left after that, but I'm really proud that they all left. And, Britt making that comment about the guns and whips, I don't know, I didn't feel like it was totally like, I'm going to go kill you, Kenya. I think it was just her talking smack, and oh my gosh, Kenya just took it way too far.
Hello. So I'm glad y'all came because I needed a minute to just process it all and just, it's like, it was a lot.
I just feel like, I don't know, Kenya's situation was just too premeditated for me. And my question to you, would you let it go?
I wouldn't have.
Would you let it go?
To put that much money, time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears, and you're gonna let another come and talk about her and do what you did and mess up your own prize, your own moment, was just heartbreaking for, I think, even the people who were supporting her. It was just very difficult to see. It really was.
Because you get nothing else from me today. Goodbye. Don't make me call Portia.
Better move, don't make me call. Bitch, better move, don't make me call.
Things that I had were bothering her. The fact that I had a Rolls Royce, the fact that I was living well. Maybe she was just curious or admired me. But I definitely wanted to kind of stay back. So we move forward, we go to Puerto Rico. And once I got attacked by her, that's when I knew we were at a point of no return.
Bitch, better move, don't make me call. 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 JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? 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 You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.